which does not have the scale for it. The gauge is the one which is used in the mass productions for mass inspection purpose. That is what the gauge is about. So based on the type, it can be classified standard gauge, limit gauge. In that limit gauge, we will discuss in detail. Go gauge, which is developed to the MML, maximum metal limit, and other one is no go gauge, which is to be check the least metal limit. So this is the figure what I told in the last class about. As I told in the last class itself, I will going to use it multiple times to discuss about the concept. Right? Based on this figure also, we're going to discuss about the Taylor's principle also. Coming to the types of gauges, the second one, the third one, and the fourth one. The third is according to the form of tested surface. Plug gauge, snap gauge. Right? The last class till this we have discussed. We'll move on to the next topic, limit gauging. The limit gauging, as I told here, limit gauging means the second one, limit gauges. According to the type, limit gauges, two gauges, which is used to check the dimension of upper and lower limit. Go gauge and no go gauge. Right? We'll discuss about this limit gauges. Limit gauges.
Yes, sir.
See, the limit gauges, as the name represent, limit gauging means it will check the limit of the component. Limits means there is only two limits. One is upper limit and the lower limit. So here the limit of the component means the upper limit and lower limit in the mass production. It is not possible or it is not feasible to use the normal measuring instrument like vernier caliper, micrometer, or the normal scale or any other measuring instrument with the dimension. In mass production, what is required is, suppose 1,000 components is being manufactured. In that 1,000 components, whether the 1,000 components what it is being manufactured is acceptable or rejected. That is what the intention of the mass production during the inspection. And for that, whether it is accepted or rejected, that is does not require measurement of actual dimensions. So in order to make the component to check whether it is acceptable or rejected, they're going to use the gauge, which does not have the scale in it. See the second point, limit gauges ensure that the component lie within the permissible limit. This is the gauge which ensure that the component is within the permeable limit. Permeable limit means within upper and lower limit. But they do not determine the actual size or dimension. These gauges does not measure the actual dimension of the component. It just check whether the component is lying within the upper limit and lower limit, whether it is acceptable or rejected, because it is the mass production. It will be used mass inspection, right? It is an inspection tool, not measuring tool. Actually, measuring instrument is different. Inspection instrument is different. See the third point, gauges are scaleless inspection tools. It does not have the scale engravings, which used to check the conformance of the part along with their forms and relative positions of the surface of the parts to the limits. Right? That is what the limit gauging is about. It is scaleless inspection tools to make sure that component is acceptable or rejected. That is called limit gauging. See the gauges required to check the dimension of the component corresponding to two sizes, maximum limit and minimum limit, that is upper limit and lower limit of the component. They are called go gauge and no go gauge. As I told earlier in the classification of the gauges, limit gauges will be check two limits, upper limit, lower limit, and that upper limit, lower limit with respect to that it is called as go gauge and no go gauge. In some textbook it is also called as not go gauge also, right? Go gauge always corresponding to maximum metal limit. No go gauge correspond to least metal limit or lower metal limit of the component. It is called limit gauges. See in this figure, the go gauge represent maximum metal condition. The left figure, what you can see over that MMC, go gauge is always with respect to MMC, maximum metal condition, and no go gauge is with respect to least metal condition. That is the right side one. That is, the GO gauge is always made to lower limit of the hole. If it is a shaft, it is made to upper limit of the shaft. That is the GO gauge. Suppose if it is a no go gauge or not go gauge, it respect to least metal condition, LMC. So in this case, in this figure, no go gauge is made to the upper limit of the hole and lower limit of the shaft as the figure is concerned, right? Go gauge is with respect to MMC, no go gauge is with respect to LMC, least metal conditions. This you keep in memory, right? So that you can able to explain it in further slides. That is what is mentioned here. They are called go gauges or no go gauges, which corresponding to respectively maximum metal limit and least metal limit. That is maximum metal condition or least metal condition of the component, limit gauges. So here a go no go gauge referred to an inspection tool used to check the workpiece against its allowable tolerances. It is an inspection tool, not a measuring tool. It just inspects whether the component is acceptable or rejectable. It derives its names from its use. The gauge has two tests, right? One is the go, another one is no go. We can see over in the slide, the go here I represented in the green color. That green color represent, that means it has to pass. The gauge has to pass the component. That's why it is. I have made it as in green color, go gauge. Suppose in the no go gauge, I made it in the red color. That means it should not pass it, right? That is the limit gauges, go and no go gauges. See the second para, a go and no go gauge is a measuring tool that does not return a size in the conventional sense, but instead it returns the state. It represents the state of the component. The state of the component is whether it is acceptable state or it is unacceptable state. The state is either acceptable or it is unacceptable. Whether the component is within the specification limit or whether the component is not in the specification limit. Only to test that, limit gauges will be used, go and no go gauges, right? See the third paragraph, they are well suitable for use in production area for the factory, as they require little skill to use effectively and have few, if any, moving parts to be get damaged, because it is used in the mass production more oftenly. There is no moving parts, and even the moving parts is there very small as compared to the measuring instrument. These are what limit gauges, go gauge, no go gauge. Go gauge is made to the maximum metal condition, no go gauge is made to the least metal conditions, right? In that, the first one what we're going to discuss is plug gauge, right? As I discussed about the plug gauge is actually used to measure the component plug. As per the figure is concerned, you can see over here in the slide, this is the plug gauge. If you see over here, it is mentioned here, it is go. One side is mentioned as go, other side is mentioned as no go. You can see over here, right? And here also you can see over here go, and here also not go. In some textbook it is mentioned as not go also. Go gauge, no go gauge, right? And here in some of the instruments what the organization going to use, for go they're going to represent in terms of green, and for not go they're going to represent in terms of red. That's why here in this sentence also I mentioned in terms of green, go gauge. This is no go gauge or not, right?
Sir,
Ah, yes.
this no go is the exceeding limit.
Go gauge, I will explain it. I will explain it in the coming slides with the figure, with this also, with the video also. You can able to understand it, because here as of now, go means it is green color what it is represented. That means it has to pass through it, right? No go means it does not has to pass through it.
Okay.
These are two gauges. What you can see over here in the figure, this is plain plug gauge. Plain. There is no thread over here on this one. It is plain plug gauge. You can see the figure over here. These are the plugs. Left side is having go, right side is having no go. Two plugs are there, cylindrical plugs, plain. If it is plain, it is called plain plug gauge. Whereas in this figure, it is having the threads here, right? This is called threaded plug gauge, double-ended threaded plug gauge. This is double-ended plain plug gauge. This is the handle to be used. Go and no go gauge, right? See here in the sentence here, plug gauges are the limit gauges used for checking holes. This particular gauge, it is used to check only the hole. Any component, any engineering component in the production, if it is having any sort of hole, whether it can be threaded hole, whether it can be plain hole, for those to check the component, to inspect the component, they want to use the plug gauge. It is used to check only the holes. It cannot be used to check the shaft. As per the shape is concerned, it can able to insert into the hole, right? That's why it is used only to measure the hole of the component. It consists of two cylindrical wear resisting plugs. These are the two plugs on the right side, left side, and the right side. It is cylindrical wear resisting plug because it is wear resistant, because each time it has to check by inserting into the component. This part has to enter. This part should not enter as per the name is concerned. It has to go inside the component for the hole. For this one, no go or not go. It should not enter into the component. Then only the component is acceptable. There is the meaning. See here, the plug made to the lower limit of the hole is known as go end. This go end, it is made to the lower limit of the hole. As I discussed in the previous slides here, go gauge is made to the lower metal limit. Go gauge represent lower, right? Go gauge represent the lower limit of the hole. Whereas if you take, see here, the plug made to the lower limit of the hole is known as go end, and this will enter any hole which is not smaller than the lower limit allowed. This is what the plug gauge, one side of it is. It is made to the lower limit of the hole. If you see this figure, which I keep on referring here, go gauge represent always MMC, maximum metal condition. Go gauge represent maximum metal condition. So maximum metal condition means lower limit of the hole. You can see over here on the cursor I'm showing you, right? This go gauge represent maximum metal condition. Maximum metal condition means lower limit of the hole. And if you take the shaft, it is upper limit of the shaft. What we are discussing is with respect to hole. So go gauge is made to the lower limit of the hole, because go gauge is with respect to MMC, maximum metal condition. Maximum metal condition means maximum amount of metal content in the component. If you take the hole, the maximum metal content in the component is for the lower limit. You can see the figure left and the right figure. MMC represent this lower limit for the hole. That is what in the sentences it is being given over here. The plug made to the lower limit of the hole, it is known as go end. This will enter any hole which is not smaller than the lower limit allowed. Coming to this red color, that means it is shown here no go end, right? The plug made to the upper limit of the hole is known as no go end. What we are discussing is with respect to only hole, right? This because plug gauge is used to check only the holes, not the shaft. Plug gauge is used to check only the holes. The plug made to the upper limit of the hole, is known as no-go gauge. If you see the figure again back here in this figure, no-go gauge represent to the upper limit of the hole. This one, no-go gauge is referred to upper limit of the hole. That is what the no-go gauge, because no-go gauge is represent LMC, least metal condition. Similarly here, the plug made to the upper limit of the hole is known as no-go end. That means it will not enter any hole which is smaller than the upper limit. Just simple, don't get confused. The green color represent it has to pass, it has to enter into the hole to make the component acceptable. This end, red color end or no-go end, not go end, it should not enter into the component. Then only the component is acceptable. That is the overall meaning of it. For that reason, it is been mentioned as green and red color, because it can be operated by unskilled labor also. Even though he does not know the concept, he can able to just inspect the component by making this end to enter into the component and making this end not to enter into the component. Go and not go end. This is the handle, right, in between that. what is used to check, right? This is the figure which represent the go and no go gauge. As I told, the plug gauge, it is used to check only the hole. The left side, what you are seeing here, it is just the hole. Here, it is used to check only the hole. Any component, engineering component which is having the hole in it, for which is used in the mass production, for that, if you want to do the inspection, they want to use the go or no go gauge to not make sure that this particular component hole, that is acceptable or rejectable. See here, for your reference, I have written in the sentence also, go gauge means it will enter any hole not smaller than the lower limit. See in the figure, it is mentioned lower limit. It will enter any hole which is not smaller than the lower limit. If it enters, acceptable, go gauge. Suppose if we take the no go end here, it will not enter when dimension is smaller than upper limit. This should not enter into the component when the dimension of the component is smaller than the upper limit. The difference is the tolerance, the hatchet portion, what you can see in the figure here. Here in the sentence here, if go gauge enters while the no go fails to enter, then the hole is considered to be within the specification limit. Here, then the component is acceptable. If go gauge enters and no go gauge should not enter, then the component is within the specification limit. Then the component is perfectly acceptable. That is the meaning of it, right? It is acceptable. You can see the same figure. See, go gauge represent maximum metal condition. No go gauge represent least metal condition. Go gauge is designed to lower limit of the hole. No go gauge is designed to upper limit of the hole. That is what is mentioned here in this figure, right? Go gauge is designed to the lower limit of the hole. No go gauge is designed to upper limit of the hole, right? That is what is shown in this figure, consolidated one. Go gauge MMC lower limit, no go gauge LMC upper limit of the hole, right? This is the what the plug gauge which is being used in the organizations to check the component whether it is acceptable or it will be rejectable, right? See, these are the different varieties or the subtypes of plug gauges. See, this is just the member, right? This is the one which is going to enter or does not enter, which represent the size. This is single-ended. In some organizations, they're going to use the two gauges also. One is green. That means green represent it is having the go, right? It has to enter. See here it is double-ended assembly, green and red. One has to enter, one should not enter. This is plain double-ended plug gauge. This is plain single-ended plug gauge to check the hole. Here if you see that one, this is threaded plug gauge. Suppose the hole, if it is having the internal threads, for that if you want to check any nuts or in the component itself it is having the any internal thread, for that if you want to check, then they want to use the threaded plug gauge, right?
Right.